Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series on VLSI design. Myself Meenakshi Thurse, Assistant Professor, Department of ECE, KLS VTIT, Haldia. In the previous lecture we discussed regarding NMOS schematic, its stick diagram and its layout. From the figure we can observe that NMOS schematic consists of an pull-up network and a pull-down network. Pull-up network is an NMOS depletion device whose gate and source are shorted, and pull down network will vary depending on the digital circuit we are going to implement. For example, in case of NOT gate, pull down network will have a single NMOS enhancement device whose gate is supplied with input variable, and in case of two input NAND gate, the expression is A dot B whole bar. So pull down network will have two NMOS devices connected in series, and the gates are supplied with A and B inputs respectively. And in case of two input NOR gate, the expression is A plus B whole bar. So this pull down network will have two NMOSs connected parallelly whose gates are supplied with A and B inputs respectively. In this lecture, we'll understand comparison of CMOS and BiCMOS technologies, and we'll implement a few BiCMOS circuits, and we'll understand the working of BiCMOS NOT gate, BiCMOS NAND gate, and BiCMOS NOR gate. So when we compare CMOS technology with bipolar technology, CMOS technology offers low static power dissipation, whereas bipolar offers higher power dissipation. And CMOS has high input impedance, whereas bipolar offers low input impedance. CMOS has a high noise margin, whereas bipolar has low noise margin. And with CMOS technology, we can integrate more number of transistors on a chip area, whereas with bipolar will have less packing density. In case of CMOS, it has bidirectional capability, that is source and drain terminals are interchangeable, whereas in case of bipolar it is unidirectional. So with this comparison, the objective of BiCMOS is to combine both these technologies, that is a combination of bipolar and CMOS, so as to exploit the advantages of both the technologies. BiCMOS has become one of the dominant technologies which is used to speed up the VLSI circuits. The processing steps used in CMOS and bipolar are almost similar. So the BiCMOS process has been enhanced and integrated into CMOS process without any additional steps. The deficiency of MOS technology is it offers limited load driving capabilities. It has limited current sourcing and current sinking abilities both in N and P transistor. So BiCMOS technology is an effective way of speeding up the VLSI circuits. BiCMOS is combination of bipolar plus CMOS technologies. In BiCMOS technology, CMOS logic is used at the input side since it offers higher input impedance, and BJTs are used at the output side because it has high current driving abilities. BiCMOS processing is more expensive than CMOS technology, and BJTs offer an intrinsic voltage drop, that is VB equals to 0.7, making them undesirable for low voltage applications. This figure shows a generalized structure of a BiCMOS technology. So this CMOS is used at the input side to implement the logic operations, and these BJTs are used at the output side because it offers high current driving ability. So among these two BJTs, only one BJT is on at a time, and this Q1 provides you high output state, whereas Q2 provides you with low output state. So generalized structure of a BiCMOS circuit. So CMOS consists of a pull-up network and a pull-down network. This N block will be implemented depending on the Boolean expression, and these three N transistors are used to discharge base of the Q1 and Q2 transistors. So let's begin with the first BiCMOS circuit, that is BiCMOS NOT gate. So as discussed in the previous slide, at the input side we have to implement a CMOS schematic, and the output side we need to use two BJTs, and we'll have an N block here. So NOT gate expression is Y equals to A bar. So we'll have one P transistor, one N transistor, whose both gates are shorted connected to input, and the output of the CMOS circuit is connected to base of Q1, and the topmost end of Q1 is shorted to VDD. Q1 is in series with Q2, and the Q2 lower end is connected to ground, and the intermediate between Q1 and Q2 gives you the output. So CMOS, this M4 acts as a pull-up device, M1 acts as a pull-down. So whatever pull-down you have for CMOS logic, same will be retained as a N block here. And this N block is connected in series with one more N device, whose gate is connected to output of CMOS circuit. So now let us analyze the working of this BiCMOS NOT gate. So NOT gate has two inputs. First case with Vin as 0 and next one as Vin as 1. So let us analyze with Vin as 0. So when input is 0, M4 device is on state, M1 device is in off state. Similarly, when M2 will be in off state. Since M4 is on, this Y will be shorted to VDD. So Y will be logic 1, and logic 1 is fed to gate of M3. So this M3 device will turn on, and the base of Q2 will discharge to ground through M3 device. Since value of Y is VDD or logic 1, sufficient base voltage is given for Q1, hence Q1 will turn on, and Vout will be charged to VDD value. Hence when Vin equals to 0, the required output is VDD. When Vin equals to 1, this NMOS will be in on state, PMOS will be in off state, hence value of Y will be 0. This Y node will be pulled towards ground through this M1 device since it is on. So Y equals to 0, 0 fed to base of Q1, hence Q1 will turn off, and Y is fed as gate input to M3, hence this M3 will be in off state, and M2 transistor gate is connected to Vin. Since Vin is 1, M2 transistor will turn on, hence base of Q2 is shorted to Win, that is VDD is available at base of Q2, hence Q2 will turn on and the output node will discharge to 0, that is will get V out as 0. So when input is 1, we'll have V out equals to 0. So next circuit is BiCMOS 2 input NAND gate. Expression of NAND gate is Y equals to A dot B whole bar. So dot product in pull down network, both the transistors will be connected in series, and pull up network is dual of pull down network. So A dot B, hence in pull down section both A and B are connected in series, and this pull up network is dual of N. Since both NMOSs are in series, PMOSs will be in parallel. And this pull down network, same thing is retained here, along with a extra N transistor in series. And output of CMOS schematic is fed as base input to Q1, and this N block is repeated here. The topmost end goes to output terminal, lower end goes to base of Q2. So along with this N block, one more device is connected in series, whose gate is connected to CMOS circuit output. Lower end connected to ground, topmost end connected to base of Q2. So when A is 0, B is 0, both PMOSs will be in on state, both NMOSs will be in off state. Since these PMOSs are on, Y value will be logic 1 or VDD. So VDD supplied to base of Q1, hence Q1 transistor will be in on state. And these M5 and M4 are connected to A and B input, which are 0. Hence M5 and M4 will be in off state, whereas M3 will be in on state because it is connected to Y, whose value is 1. Hence this base of Q2 will discharge to ground. Since Q1 is on, V out will be offered a closed path towards VDD, hence we will get V out equals to logic 1. So when A equals to 0, B equals to 0, the required output was logic 1. Similarly, when A is 0, B is 1, M6 will be in on state, M7 in off state, M1 off state, M2 on state, hence Y will be VDD. Since Y is VDD, M3 will go to on state, and hence base of Q2 will be discharged to ground. Since A is 0, M5 is in off state, M4 is in on state. Since M4 is in on state, and since Y is VDD, Q1 will turn on and V out will be pulled towards VDD, hence V out will be logic 1. When A is 1, B is 0, M6 is in off state, M7 on state, M1 on state, M2 off state, hence we'll get Y equals to VDD. Since Y is VDD or logic 1, M3 will turn on and the base of Q2 will discharge to 0 and Q2 will go into off state. Since Y is VDD or logic 1, Sufficient voltage is available at base of Q1, hence Q1 will turn on and Vout node will be charged to VDD. When A equals to 1 and B equals to 1, both these NMOSes will turn on, both these PMOSes will be in off state, hence Y will have logic 0 state because Y will be connected to ground through these M1 and M2 devices. Y equals to 0 is fed as base input to Q1, hence Q1 will be in off state. M5 and M4 are in on state because the gates are supplied with logic 1. Hence, the base of Q2 will be having VDD or 5 volt. Hence, Q2 transistor will turn on. This M3 is off because gate is supplied with Y value, which is 0. And since Q2 transistor turns on, the output node will discharge to 0. So when A and B both are logic 1, the output will be logic 0. So next we'll be implementing BiCMOS 2 input NOR gate. The expression of NOR gate is Y equals to A plus B whole bar. So for pull down network, plus means parallel, hence both A and B are connected in parallelly for pull down, and pull up is a dual of pull down, hence pull up will have two PMOSes connected in series. So when A is 0, B is 0, both these PMOSes will be in on state, both these NMOSes will be in off state, hence Y value is logic 1 or VDD because these PMOSes are on. Since Y is logic 1, Q1 will turn on, A0, B0, so both M4 and M5 will be in off state. M3 will go into on state because gate is connected to Y, whose value is logic 1. Since M3 is on, base of Q2 will discharge to 0. And since Q1 is on, Vout node will charge to VDD. So for NOR gate, when A0, B0, output will be getting it as VDD. Similarly, when A is 0 and B is 1, M2 transistor will turn on, M6 will turn on, M7 will be off, M1 will be off, hence Y value will be 0. Y will get 0 because M2 is on. Since Y is 0, 0 volt is fed to base of Q1, hence Q1 will go into off state. Since A is 0, M4 will be in off state, B is 1, M5 will be in on state, and since Y is 0, M3 will be in off state. Since M5 is on, base of Q2 will be provided with sufficient voltage to turn on. Q2 turns on, hence output node will discharge to 0. So when A is 0, B is 1, we'll get Vout as 0. Next case, when A is 1, B is 0, B0, M2 off, A1, M1 on, M6 off, gate input is 1, M7 is on because gate input is 0. So this Y will be shorted to ground through this M1 device, hence Y will attain logic 0 value or 0 volt, and this 0 volt is fed as base input to Q1, hence Q1 will turn off. And since A is 1, M4 will be in on state, B is 0, M5 will be in off state, and this M3 will be in off state because the gate input is 0. And since M4 is on, base of Q2 is provided with sufficient voltage to turn on, hence Q2 turns on and the output node discharges to ground. Therefore V out equals to 0. So when A is 1, B is 0, for 2 input NOR gate the output will be 0. So last case, when A is 1 and B is 1, both M1 and M2 will turn on, M6 and M7 will be in off state. Since both these NMOSs are on, Y node will be offered a closed path towards ground, hence Y will have logic 0 or 0 volt, and this 0 volt is fed as base input to Q1, hence Q1 will turn off. And since A and B are 1, M4 and M5 will turn on, and this M3 will be in off state because gate input is 0. So base of Q2 will be supplied with sufficient voltage because M4 and M5 are in on state, and hence Q2 will be in on state and the output node will discharge to 0. Hence for 2 input NOR gate and both A and B are 1, the expected output is 0, which is attained through this BiCMOS circuit. Thank you.